Well, hello everyone. I hope you're having a fabulous day. I'm Melissa and welcome to or back to Lifestyle Makes Sense. So today I will be dealing with some leftover change and I'll be telling you what I'm going to do with that in a minute, which is off to the side here. I have me a new set of pens and highlighters. I saw a content creator writing with these. She was writing out her planner with them and I fell in love with them, just basically seeing them. They are erasable, they are her highlighters, and they are the Pilot Friction pen. It's erasable and the highlighter is erasable. So it's been helping me out with my planner, but I just like the look of them. So I have them here on set in case I need to write out anything. And I had them binded with my bracelet. What I'm going to do today is just talk about my budget. So if you saw the last week's video about how I managed to budget using my credit cards, I don't want to confuse anyone on that, because it's not like I'm telling you to go and get in credit card debt. No. This is simply using what I'm budgeting in cash anyway to pay off the credit card every month. I'm not accumulating new debt, and I don't encourage you to go out and get a credit card to do that, because you really do have to be disciplined to be able to use a credit card to pay your bills, pay your expenses, and then pay it off every month. So I want to get that clear. I'm not doing that. On the flip side of that, I did have a young lady to message me and ask a question, and I thought it was a decent question. She said she would love to do her bills that way, but she's not approved for anything over $200 on her credit card right now. And I commended her for being honest with that part, first off, because I was there at one time. I wasn't even able to get a $200 credit card at one time. So I totally understand. What I did, and this is by no means any financial advice, any way trying to tell you this is what you need to do. But what I did tell her I did when I first started rebuilding my credit, there is something called a secured credit card. And disclaimer, I absolutely hate them. I hate them because I figure there is no way that a person should use their own money to get a credit card and then pay interest on their own money. Interest should be paid to me, not me paying interest to the credit card company for using my own money. And that's the way I feel about it. That's the way I felt about it back then. But I needed to build up my credit. So I opened a secured credit card for $500. And this is many moons ago when I needed to build my credit back up. I really did. So that helped me to build my credit back up. And I used it wisely as I possibly could. I would buy simple things with it, and then I would pay it off, buy, pay off, buy, pay off. I never carried over a balance, and from that I grew to now I'm having my credit cards regulated, and I ended up canceling that secured credit card. My $500 deposit was sent back to me. So what I suggest is you do your research on secured credit cards first off, and then if it's within reason, meaning you're not behind on any current bills, you have the funds to do this, then it may be a way to help boost your credit. So say for instance, your monthly bills is $1,200. If you have $1,200 or $1,500 cash that you'll be paying bills anyway on, then a suggestion is to get a secured credit card with that $1,200 to $1,500. You will simply send the credit card company your $1,200, your $1,500, and that would be your credit card limit. Now, every month you will pay your bills using that credit card. And then every month you will pay off that credit card using your $1,200 or $1,500 that you were going to pay on bills anyway. This does two things. It keeps you from paying interest on your own money, which I absolutely hate. And it also helps you to build your credit. Because what's going to happen if you continue this process for about 3 to 6 months, then the credit card company may say, okay, you're doing good. Let me refund you your $1,200 and just establish you a $1,200 credit with us, period. They may, depend on who you choose, depend on which bank you select. Read the fine print first. Don't just go out and willy-nilly grab a secured credit card, because the benefits may not be beneficial to you. Second of all, I want to say this. When you get a secured credit card, use it for your benefit. Don't use it to go on a trip. Don't use it to buy that outfit that you've been wanting online. Don't use your credit card to go out to eat, entertainment. Use your credit card to build up your credit. That's what it's for. So with that being said, I just wanted to make that disclaimer that I don't encourage anybody to get a secured credit card, not to just use. I don't agree with the arrangement of a secured credit card. I just don't. But when I needed to build my credit up, that was the best way for me to do that. And the only way that I saw it working for me was to see what I could afford to spend and pay off every month, which wasn't but $500. And back then I did not use it to pay bills and all of that. I wasn't that disciplined back at that time. My mindset was not where it is today. But back then I used it to get gas. I used it to get oil change here and there. But then I would pay that amount back off. I would never reach my $500 limit. I would always stay under $100 because I knew that I could not afford to use the full $500. I could, it was there, it was available, but I knew I couldn't afford to pay it all back. So that's that. Because I just want to let you guys know that you can build up your credit. There are other ways that you can do it as well. This is not the only way, but there are other ways that you can build up your credit. You can do research on it, but that's just one way that worked for me. And then when I got able, I went out and got a real credit card. Capital One was my very first real credit card that wasn't secured. After I had messed up all my other credit cards in the past, Capital One was the one that agreed to give me a $500 credit limit. And then from there, it built. But I don't want to get back into that hole where I'm sunk in credit card debt again. So that's why I'm trying hard now to pay off the credit card debt that I do have. But for the cards that I use to pay off my bills and use for my expenses, I pay that off every month. And I only spend what I can pay back. Okay? It's not for emergencies. It's not for short-term bills. It's not for any of that. It's for monthly expenses and weekly expenses that I can pay back. And if you want more information about that, do like she did. Send me an email. I appreciate getting emails. I know a lot of times you don't want to put, things like that in comments, and you can. But if you want to be more personable about it, shoot me an email. I'll gladly answer you. And I thank her for even sending over that honest question and suggestion as to what should she do. And like I said, I'm no financial advisor. I don't give financial advice like that. That's not my expertise. But I can only share what worked for me. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys what I'm doing with my leftover change. For the most part, you know that I'm saving my coins. So these coins will go into my coin jars, and we're gonna save until it either gets finished, filled up all the way at the top, or I'm just tired of saving and I'll start over. Because y'all know I will get tired and I'll start over. I will do that. Okay, that's the silvers. Now for the pennies. The pennies, I will not be turning in and counting, but I will, once I finish this jar, I'll put it with my other completed jar and show you guys what they look like. I think they're gonna be so cute. And I can't wait to get it completed. This is just $2 change that was left over from when I buy my breakfast. And I decided to start using this to start my dollar challenge over again. What am I talking about? Let me show you what I'm talking about. So for those of you who have been around a while, you know that I did start my $5s and my 10s and 20s earlier in the year. I ended up taking them out, doing a Transfer Tuesday, the only Transfer Tuesday that I've ever done. And I used the money to help fund a vacation that I took. So today I'm gonna start my dollar challenge by using these leftover ones, and I don't know how long it's gonna take me to fill this up. I'm not gonna dedicate dollars to it, and I'll just see how it goes. And I do plan to use my change, which I don't carry much cash here lately since I'm using the credit card system to pay my bills and my weekly expenses. But I do like to carry some cash just in case I need to do something really quick. And breakfast is one of those things, because my breakfast that I get, oatmeal. Yeah, I'm eating oatmeal because I'm trying to lower my cholesterol. So I'm dedicated to oatmeal every morning, and I don't fix it at home, which I could, but I don't. I go and purchase it, and it's a total of $3.39 for oatmeal and coffee. So that's what I do. All right, I'm gonna stick this in here, and then I'm gonna stick the ones in the back here. I've done this challenge before, so it's nothing new, but it's starting over. I got these little cards from Mystique Budgets. I'll link it in the description below to her site. And as far as I know, she still sells them in her shop. So that's that. That's what I'm going to start doing. You can look forward to that. Today, I'm working with my weekly budget, leftover money. I had budgeted, allotted $200 for this week to disperse into my savings challenges. This is a no spend month for me, meaning that I receive 5 paychecks. I pay myself every Monday. And what I do is try to spend less so that I could save more in my challenges. This week, I did end up, let me turn my little page here, tell y'all what I did, because I did spend some money. I end up spending $12.06 at Michael's on a little piece of craft art that I wanted to purchase at Michael's. So I spent $12.06 there. I spent $55 at Belk's department store because I saw someone use some nice lipstick, which I'm not a lipstick type person, but it's a nude lipstick by MAC called, what is it called? It's called Cherish. And it looks pinkish, but it's actually a nude when I put it on. And what I do is I put it on my lips, and then I sometimes will line my lips with lip gloss, which is what I normally wear. But I wanted to buy some of this, and I bought the lip liner that goes with it. So that's what I did. That was like a unexpected purchase, but in my mind, that's what I wanted to do. Then I purchased $11.66 worth of Starbucks. I got a hazelnut coffee, and I got a grilled cheese. and it was good. It was good. Also, if you saw my Grenada videos and you saw me making, having them make my Beach Teeny cocktail, you guys, if y'all don't want to go out and buy hazelnut bitters or hazelnut cream or what have you, you can actually go to Starbucks and ask for a hazelnut iced coffee and use some of that to go into your Beach Teeny. Good idea, good idea. Not encouraging you to spend money at Starbucks, not doing that, but it's okay. So that's what I spent. What I was able to add to my weekly budget money is $31 because I had budgeted $345 for my power bill. It wasn't but $313 or $18 or something like that. I got $31 left over. That's all I know. So I added it to my this week's savings challenge money that I'm going to be dispersing in just a minute. But I was so happy it didn't go over. Even if it would have been $345, I would have been glad, long as it didn't go over. And they sent me a bill. On my bill, they was like, you can pay I think it was $313. You can pay $313 or $318, or you can pay $187 and join up for budget billing. And that sounded so good. It was so tempting to just join budget billing. But when I looked back over all my monthly bills over a 12-month period, you know, I have some bills that are like $60. So do I really want to pay $187 at that time? You know, I don't know. But what my plan is in the future when I get some debt paid down is to put myself on my own budget billing, because I feel like I can pay a certain amount every month, the same amount every month, similar to budget billing, and still end up with the same consequence that budget billing is supposed to do. The only difference is on their budget billing, if I ever decide to come off of budget billing, then all of that stored up amount becomes due. On my budget billing that I put myself on, I can either choose not to pay it that month or pay it that month. But my goal is to eventually get to where I'm doing that. And the way that I plan to do that is using excess like this $31. But I won't be doing that now, so I'm using the $31 to go toward my savings challenges. But that's just a future goal of mine, to get where I need to get by paying that same amount per month and seeing how it goes for a year's supply of electricity. And I want to do all my utility bills like that because they're all variable. Nothing is fixed with water, electricity, or natural gas. So I want to eventually get to that point and do all of that. I also have $5 left over because I had budgeted $45 for my Kirkland's credit card, and the minimum amount was only $40. Yes, I could have went ahead and went on and paid the $45. It would have been okay. But this is not the month to do that. I need to get caught back up on a few things because of my vacation in August. So I'm not paying any extra towards my credit cards right now. For this month of September, I'm not paying any extra. I'll start that hopefully next month, but not this month. Or if I happen to come into some money or something, or sell something or what have you, then I might determine that. But right now, I'm not paying any extra. So that's how that goes. But that left me with $200 minus 30. Let me see. So that left me with $200 that I started out with budgeting. I had to subtract $12.06 and $55 and $11.66. That was $121.28. Then I added what I had, was able to add $31 and $5. So that brought me to $157.28. The 28 cents have been dropped into my coin jars, and the $157 is here. It's right here. And if you didn't see my cute little highlighters and pens, then here they are. They're the Pilot Fusion. They're erasable. These are the highlighters, and then these are the pens. I got 0.7 and 0.5 in the pens. So I've been using them in my planner. Y'all don't get to see my planner, but it is so highlighted and pretty. And I like it. And I like it like that. I got the idea off of a content creator. She was actually doing in the midst of doing her own budget and her own planner, and she pulled those out, and I liked them so much that I ran to Target and I got me some. But I only paid 80 cents for mine. Why? Because I had a $20 Target gift card that was gifted to me by Target for using my card last month. So that was that. All right, let's count. 20, 40, 60, 81, 120, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56, and 57. So 157 is what we will be working with today. And I'm gonna start with my randomizer. And before I pull the numbers on my tablet for my randomizer, I want to pull this one back out, the August one. Now, I haven't counted, I haven't looked in, I haven't counted, done anything, but I did make an educated guess. So if you want to follow along and guess every month with me, then you can do that. But I don't know if I should show y'all my guess or not. I want y'all to guess and tell me what y'all think, because y'all probably know faster than I do what it is. But that was just my guess. I put a guess, and I'm going to put a guess on this one. Once September is over, I'm going to write a guess amount on this one as well. So what I'm doing is going to random.org, and I choose numbers, I choose integers, and then I fill in the blanks. So I generate 4 random integers. 4 is the number I enter. Then I say each integer should have a value between 1 and, sometimes I do 10, sometimes I do 20. Today I'm gonna do 20. So a value between 1 and 20, and then I tell it to get my numbers. So once I do that, it generates the numbers. And today it was nice. It gave me 8824. 8824. 8 plus 8 plus 2 plus 4. All right, that's $22. Is that right? 8 plus 8 plus 2 plus 4. All right, $22 goes into here. Now I'll keep it. Oh, hey, wait, do I need these ones? Probably not. Okay, y'all keep up, because can't get no better than that. All I had was 2. All right, next I want to do my I want to do my Niagara book, but I don't have a 50. So what I'm gonna have to do is put in 2 20s and 2 5s. 20, 45, 50. Oh, I wanted it to be all 50s, but it's okay. It all equals up to the same thing, same thing. All right, we got that in there. Got that one covered. Next, moving on to my Pinocchio book. I want to jump back here. Let's see. 20, 40, 60. That's all I got. 40 is number 40 gone? No. So I'm going to put 40 in here. And all I'm doing with my Pinocchio book is whatever page number is at the bottom, that's how I'm deciding what to put in the envelope. And it goes from page 11 all the way to page 188, and I got a ways to go. Got a ways to go. But it's so fun to do this. And these are no longer in my shop. They are all sold out. I am trying to find some more books that I can do. May not be these same books, but it may be some similar, and it may not even have as many pages as that. But either way, it's a fun way to save money, and it's kind of like the 100 envelope challenge. You just put in whatever week it is, whatever envelope number it is, but I'm just doing it by page number. All right, so let's go to my envelopes. Let's move on to my envelopes here, and we will start with food, and food will get 5 And I don't know if it becomes tedious to y'all to keep counting this every time, but 120, 140, 160, 170, 175, 180, 185, 190. So there's 160, 75, 85, and 90. 190. Housing will get 5. That's 20, 40, 50, 60, 75, 85, 95, 100, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 115 in housing. Transportation will receive 5. 10, 15, 20, 25. Health, we're going to skip, and personal will get 5. But guess what? Guess what? Guess what? My Verizon bill billed is only $171. Now, normally I budget $196. And it was only 170. It was actually 171 and some change. So I'll do 196 minus 172. So I'll receive, when I pay it, I haven't paid it yet. I'm about to pay it. When I pay it, I'll get $24 because I budgeted 196 for it. It was only 172. I'll round up. And so $24 from that. But remember, I had put this $70 in personal to cover any excess amount that I was charged. Now, keep in mind, what I did was put myself on auto pay. That gave me a positive amount of $20. So $20 went towards there. And then I had only used $10 worth. I thought I had used more, but that was already billed on my July bill. I wasn't aware of that, but my July bill came out in August, and this bill is coming out now in September. So however they did it, I'm glad they gave me what they gave me. I'm glad my bill was only $171 and some change. But this $70 I can use in an upcoming cash stuffing, or I could just reallocate it, or I could just leave it in personal. So that's what I think I'm going to do. I interrupt right quick. I had finished filming my video and I thought about this. How about that $70 that was in personal, that was supposed to go toward Verizon? I thought about putting it in my Just Me fund, because that was really just for me, because it was something from my vacation. And I could have put it towards a vacation, but we have the vacation book for that. So 20, 40, 50, 60, wait a minute, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. Taking 70 out, that's going to leave 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 in personal. But I want to start one of my purpose funds, my Just Me purpose fund, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. I thought about it. And I was like, wait a minute. I could start my Just Me purpose fund with that, because that's considered extra money that I wasn't expecting. So I'm going to take one of my pens. Let's see, where's Just Me? It's in purple. And so I'm keeping a tracker of these when I normally don't keep trackers, but I am going to keep a tracker of what's in my Just Me fund and what's in my other purpose funds, because I want to see what comes, what goes, what takes, you know, and I'll do a rolling total, a continuous total. But today we are putting in $70. Yay! Now what I hope don't happen is they come back on me. But as of now, my bill was $171. My real bill, since I've taken one of my phones off of my accounts, should be $150. But I guess because I've used that, they charge me. So we're not gonna fret about it. We'll be okay. This last 20 is going to go into self-care. And self-care, y'all see I've been writing, see? $70 in personal to go towards Verizon sale for September. I'll have to write on there that I don't owe that. So in self-care has 20, 40, 60, 5, 75, 85, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. $110 in self-care. And you guys know my annual appreciation dinner is coming up. So I'm going to probably use some of my self-care money because there's something that I want to do special. And even though I take it out of my business budget, this is personal. When I get personal gifts, I use personal money. So I may be grabbing it out of there. Y'all get to see me use one of my pens. I'm going to highlight that this is done. And I'm also going to put a check mark here with my pen to say that it's done. So I don't have to worry about it anymore. But I want to show y'all how this thing erases. So let me sign my name here. Uh-oh, I didn't mean to sign my name there. Y'all, look how good it does. It leaves no residue. You don't have to wait a minute before you write again. You can just write right away. I love these pens. This is the 0.7 Pilot Friction Clicker. I thought about not liking it because it's a gel. It was listed as a gel pen, and I really don't like gel pens. But the way she was writing with it, it made it look so doable for me. So that's why I went out and got me some. And they weren't really expensive, like they were on sale for like $4 and something. But I didn't pay anything but 80 cents out of pocket. So that's the good thing about using your Target card sometimes and buying those circle benefits. But anywho, y'all get to see how I did that. And that will end my cash stuffing for today. I hope you truly enjoyed yourself. I hope you are enjoying yourself. And if you decide to do a random challenge or something like that, let me know. I would be interested in hearing about it. Other than that, let me know what other challenges you have going on for this, if you're doing quarter for this quarter or to the end of the year. Let me know what you have going on. And until next time, no matter what time it is, day or night, wherever you are, enjoy yourselves. Bye-bye, you guys.